Happy Sunday, everyone. Fredericton Canadiens getting ready to take on the Moncton Beavers. Your Canadiens wearing the white jerseys today. Starting goaltender for today's match will be Cam McFarland. Starting us off for the Canadiens is McShane Kirkpatrick, along with McDougall, Miller, and Scott on D off the draw. It's going to come back to Miller. Miller gets it up to the red line and pushes it deep into the Beavers zone. Down low, that's McDougall trying to get a stick on it. Does come up, but McShane pushes it back. And the Beavers take that back as he gets tangled up with a Beaver player in the neutral zone. That gets pushed down. Scott going to play it back to Miller. Miller plays it to Kirkpatrick off the half wall. Kirkpatrick plays it up to McShane, making his way through the neutral zone. McShane now going down, has that poked away. Picked up down low once again. Plays it over, trying to get it to McDougall. It's poked away. Picked up by Gilbert off the bench. Down low is McDougall. McDougall trying to get it to Gilbert. He's got a couple of Beavers on him. Gilbert brings it back, looking for the opportunity to play it back the other way. McShane now, as McDougall's taken down hard, he's going to make his way to the bench. That will be an icing call, and we'll set it up back down in the Beaver zone. And I will remember to press play on the clock next time. Face-off coming up in the Beaver zone with Markowski, Stella, Gilbert on the blue line. We have Stella and Hoyt. They're going to go kick out the Beaver player from the draw. And off the draw, Stella is going to win that back to his brother, Chase. Chase fires. Oh, chip out front, just high. Nice chance by the Canadiens there. Beavers have it down low. Markowski pressuring. Try to get it out. That's going to get it to the neutral zone, but that's picked up by Chase Stella. He plays it back to Keegan, and Keegan puts it deep into the zone as we chase down low. Okay, Beavers go back the other way. That's pinned, and Chase pinches in, but now Markowski gets a stick on it in the neutral zone. They're going to play it down into the Canadian zone. That's McFarland who leaves it out for Hoyt. Hoyt plays it over. Down into the corner is Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get it to Markowski, intercepted by the Beavers. Play working down low as the Beavers are trying to take control, but it's taken away by Hoyt. Hoyt plays it over, looking for Stella on the half wall. The Beavers play it back down low, and that is intercepted again. That's Stella who picks it up, plays it up to Keegan Stella. Keegan Stella has a three and plays it to Markowski. Markowski trying to get it to Gilbert, but the Beavers just get a stick on it. Off the bench is Paisley. Paisley, that's going to be a penalty to the Beavers, as the Canadiens are going to head to a power play. I'm not sure if it was a hooking or holding call, one or the other. Face-off coming up with Paisley, Shepard, McLean, Gargano, and that's going to be picked up by Dara. Dara tries the backhand out front, and Gargano, that goes off the head. And down low is Dara. Dara working it down low. Dara comes back, tries the shot. It goes off the goalie's head again. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. That's Shepard who pinches up, plays it down low. Going to be kept. Just bounces over Paisley's stick, and now he's in a foot race with the Beaver player. And good play by Paisley to get there first. Picked up by McLean. McLean trying to play it over to Gargano. Gargano picks it up, plays it forward. McLean still moving forward, has a couple of Beaver players on him though. He gets that back, and Gargano plays it back to Shepard. Shepard's going to play it down low to McLean, but it goes to the Beavers, and they're going to look to clear it. Going to be picked up by Kirkpatrick in the neutral zone, and he plays it back, finds Gargano. Gargano goes back to Shepard. Shepard, and now Kirkpatrick plays it up to McShane. He trips over the blue line. Kirkpatrick picks it back up, keeps it in. Kirkpatrick has it, doubles back, still getting hooked up. Plays it down low to McShane. McShane now fires. That's wide of the net, gonna come around. Scott's there, keeps it in. McDougall down low, trying to get a stick on it. Now Kirkpatrick down low, 40 seconds left in the penalty or the power play. McShane gets that back. McShane, and now Kirkpatrick has it. Kirkpatrick plays it back to Miller. Miller fires out front. McDougall, McShane, saved by the goalie. He picks it back up. Kirkpatrick goes for a change. McShane, yes! Easton McDougall gets the power play goal and puts the Canadiens up 1-0. Gilbert, Markowski, Stella, Miller, and Scott out for the Canadiens. Off the draw, Gilbert's going to grab it. Plays it down low, picked up by the Beavers. Markowski pressuring down low. He tries to pick that up. Gilbert now. They get it to the half wall, play it out. That's going to be kept in, though, by Stella. Oh, bouncing puck just gets out. Miller back, plays it over to Scott. Scott now. He's going to play it. Looking for opportunities, plays it back to Miller. Miller now. Plays it out into the neutral zone, and we got a 2-on-1 with Markowski and Stella. Markowski over to Stella. Nice defensive play there by the Beavers. They're going to play it to the half wall. Beavers trying to get it out. Markowski and Gilbert working him along the boards. Stella picks it up. Stella down low. Beavers player gets there, pokes it around. Now Miller in. Beavers play it back. D to D, and Gilbert getting a stick on it. Gilbert now with Stella. Again, working down low. Scott makes a change with Chase Stella on the D. And now Miller going for a change to Hoyt. The Beavers come away with it. Markowski gets a stick on that once again and pushes it back down low. Markowski, Stella, and Gilbert. And Markowski comes away with it. Fires. Save. Another great backhand chance there, and they're just going to ice the puck as the Beavers need a change desperately. So we'll head back down into the Beavers zone with 9:55 to play in the first. Coming out for the Canadiens is Dara McLean, McLean, Gargano, Hoyt, and Stella. Off the draw, it is Gargano who takes a bump there along the boards. The Beavers come away with it. They go into the neutral zone. Hoyt now playing his man. It's played down low. McLean trying to get a stick on it. Down into the corners. Play along the boards. It's going to be Hoyt who comes away with it. Plays it over to Stella. Stella fires it around, looking for the half wall to Gargano. Gargano chips it into the neutral zone. Beavers are going to play it back down. Hoyt plays it out, though, into the neutral zone again. And just right along the Canadiens bench here, flirting with that blue line. It's going to get played back to Stella. Stella plays it up to Gargano into the neutral zone. And Gargano now, he's going to play it down deep. Going to be picked up by McLean down low. And Dara tries to get a stick on it. Dara and Gargano working down low, trying to get the puck loose. It's going to be the Beavers who come away with it. That's going to be kept in by Stella, but the Beavers pick it up again. And good job, and McLean again. They're going to go for the long pass. It's just a little bit ahead of the Beavers player. Paisley now down low. That play comes out into the slot. Gargano plays it up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now just gets ahead of him in the neutral zone. Beavers are going to play it back, D to D to Paisley. Paisley trying to get it forward to Kirkpatrick. Keeps going, though, as the Beavers play that back. And that's going to be McShane who plays it deep, and he's on the chase. McShane down low. That's going to be picked up. McShane battling down low. And now Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on it. He does. Comes out to McDougall and McShane. Now back to Paisley. Paisley trying to get it. And they're going to fire it down. Don't touch, don't touch. And that's icing. Back down into the Beavers zone. We'll see McShane, Kirkpatrick. Nope, sorry, it looks like we're going for a change here. We're going to see Gilbert, Stella, Markowski, Miller, and Scott coming out for the side. Off the draw, it's a win to the Beavers. Beavers down low, trying to get it up to the half wall, and intercepted once again by Markowski, bouncing puck back to Scott, but picked up by the Beavers D, and that should be another icing call, as that's going to go the full length of the ice. Heading on back to Beavers territory. Canadiens will stick with these 5. Nope, sorry. Looking like a quick change here. It's going to be McDougall, McShane, Kirkpatrick coming out. Miller and Scott will stay on the blue line. Off the draw. McShane fighting for it. Tries to get the shot off. McDougall. McDougall down low. Plays it back. Looking to Scott. Scott fires. Block shot. Picked up by Miller in the Canadian zone. He's going to double back. Miller now has a couple of Beavers on him. That's picked up in the neutral zone by McDougall. He's going to fire it deep. And now McShane and Kirkpatrick. McShane down low. McShane. And that's going to be a penalty to Kirkpatrick. So the Beavers will go to the power play. Roughing is the call against Kirkpatrick. So 7:17 to play here in the first period. We will go to the PK. Out for the PK is Markowski, Stella, Hoyt, and Stella. Off the draw, it's going to get into the neutral zone, and that is Stella trying to get a stick on it. The Beavers do pick it back up. Good job by Chase Stella. And now Keegan Stella gets another stick on it, but the Beavers come back with it once again. Looking for options. Oh, shoot. That was overskated by a couple of players. Save by McFarland. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Canadians will stick with these four. Keegan Stella with a good stick there, as same with Chase. Just couldn't get it cleared. And off the face-off, it's going to be a win to the Canadians, and Chase is going to fire that down the ice. That's Markowski now. Markowski, they're going to go D to D. Markowski still pressuring. They go back D to D. Now making their way into the neutral zone. Good pressure by Markowski here. And now Stella. That's going to be picked up. Good play by Stella. That shot's well high. It's going to come around. Markowski trying to get a stick on it. And now Hoyt gets it to Markowski. Markowski lifts it out. Gets it out into the neutral zone. And now Stella battling along the boards. Markowski, they play it out though. They play it down low. They go back, and Markowski gets a stick on that, and now Keegan Stella steals it away. Markowski and Stella. Plays it over to Markowski. Markowski plays it back. Beavers pick it up in front. They're coming back the other way. 40 seconds left on this penalty kill. They've got, and that pass is just offline. They're going to go back to their D. Stella trying to get a stick on it. He does, still working hard. And that's going to be picked up by Stella. Chase Stella, kept in. They're still working hard here. Those Stella brothers. Or that was Shepard, apologies. And that goes off a toe and into the net. So the power play results in a goal. It's all tied up 1-1 here with 5:33 to play in the first. We have Dara with Gargano and McLean on the blue line. It's Shepard and Paisley. Off the draw, it's going to come back to Paisley. Under pressure, plays it out. And that's offside. Paisley plays it out once again along the boards. It's Dara who pushes it down into the Beaver zone. And now McLean trying to get a stick on it, comes back. They play it into the neutral zone. That's Shepard now. Shepard has room. He's going to play it deep. And McLean down low. Beavers go to the half wall, try to poke it out. It's going to be kept in by Dara and McLean. Dara still working it down low, but the Beavers get it back. Good job by Paisley. And picked up by McLean. Thought he had Dara with him, but it's the Beavers who pick it up. And bouncing puck. Beavers come away with it. Shepard playing his man. Puts him out. That's offside. Picked up by Gargano. Gargano now. Gargano in all alone. As the Canadians are going for a change, he tries to pass it across the ice. No one home. And now Kirkpatrick plays that off his feet. McShane plays it back, picks it up. McShane, big save. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on it again. The Beavers can't clear it. McShane looking to set something up. He's going to play it back to Scott. Scott plays it back to McShane. Gets it stuck in his feet. Kirkpatrick now down low. Kirkpatrick plays it forward, looking for McDougall out front. McDougall down low. And that comes back to Miller. Miller, he's going to fire. Now Kirkpatrick trying to get there. He does. Plays it back. McDougall picks that up. Has McShane, tries to play the pass out front. Going to be picked up by the Beavers. And McShane and Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick gets it to McShane. Plays it back to Miller. Miller fires out front. Saved by the goalie as McDougall was on the doorstep. Face-off coming up in the Beaver zone with Markowski, Gilbert, Stella, Hoyt, and Stella. Markowski with a win. Back to Hoyt. Markowski tries to tip. Markowski works it down low, tries to get it out front, but it goes off a Beaver skate. And that's going to be Gilbert there trying to, and that's going to be a body checking penalty to Gilbert. So we're going to head back to a PK. Coming out for the PK. Actually, it looks like we're just going to leave everybody as is, and Gilbert will just go to the box. So both Stellas, Markowski and Hoyt, out for the PK off the draw. The Beavers do get possession, but Markowski's giving them all kinds of trouble. He's taken down, and that gets out into the neutral zone. And now Stella has room. Stella trying to get a shot off the post. Oh my God. Markowski picks it back up, fires it back to Hoyt. It goes off a skate of the Beavers. Comes back the other way into the neutral zone, picked off by Markowski. Markowski against the world here as he's got all 5 Beavers on him. And Markowski still picks it back up. Has it, tries the wraparound. Oh, puck still loose. Good try by Sam Markowski there with the shorthand attempt. 3 or 4 good shots there, but the Beavers goalie keeps it out. Change coming up for the Canadiens. It'll be McLean, Dara, and Hoyt and Stella will stay on for the D. And off the draw, Beavers do have possession. They're going to go in behind their net, play it up to the half wall. Trying to get something started here. They go for the cross ice pass. Stella is there. Stella still trying to get a stick on it. He does. That was offside. Oh boy. There you go. Make sure the second time, Chase. Beavers goalie leaves it. Dara pressuring. Shepard and Paisley have come out. Dara working the Beavers down low. Good job by Nate Dara there. Less than a minute left in the penalty kill. Dara still pressuring, gets a stick on it. McLean picks it up, fires it towards the net, and goes for a change. Out come Gargano and McShane. Gargano now. They go for the pass up through McShane. They go for the cross ice pass. Now Gargano and Shepard keeping their man to the outside. Go back to the point. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. And shot. That's high. It's going to rip around. Going to be kept in, though. And good play there by McShane as they're all offside. And that's going to go for a cross-ice pass, but doesn't matter. Penalty almost over. Gargano. And we're back even, folks, as Gilbert making his way to the bench and Kirkpatrick coming on. Kirkpatrick now. He comes off the bench. It's kept in by Paisley. McShane. McShane has it taken away by the Beavers, and they start the play into the neutral zone. They play it down low. It's going to be picked up by Paisley down low. Back the other way into the corner. Played up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick has a couple of Beavers on him. That's going to come out to Shepard. Shepard plays it around. Shepard trying to get it up to the half wall to McDougall. McDougall now. McDougall goes for the pass to Kirkpatrick. It's intercepted, but it does get played out into the neutral zone. Last minute of play here with only 40 seconds to go in the first. In this 1-1 tie, that's pushed weakly down low. Going to be picked up by Shepard. Shepard plays it back the other way, finds McDougall. McDougall, and that's picked off, but McShane plays it into the neutral zone. With 24 seconds to go, they go D to D. Kirkpatrick pressuring, they get it into the neutral zone. That's offside. Holy smokes. Paisley takes it to McShane. 14 seconds to go. McShane with a looper to McDougall. Back to McShane. Up to Kirkpatrick. But it goes right back to the Beavers. McShane plays that away. Now McDougall. And that's picked up by Paisley. Paisley now. And doesn't have time to get the shot off. So heading into the second, it's a 1-1 tie. All right, starting the Canadiens off for the second period will be Stella, Markowski, Gilbert, Miller, and Scott. And off the draw, it's going to be taken away by Keegan Stella. Stella plays it back. Miller goes to Scott. Scott, it's a touch, pushes it up. And that's played to Markowski. Now Stella still has possession. Driving towards the net. And it's a save by the goalie. Face-off coming up in the Beavers zone. Off the draw, the Beavers do get it, comes straight back to Scott. Scott fires, they get a stick on it, just loops over top of the net. Picked up by Markowski. Markowski back to Scott. Scott gives it to Markowski. Markowski in the slot off the skate. Plays it back to Miller. Miller, he's going to fire from the point. Played off a skate again. And Markowski trying to get a stick on it, but they go to the cross pass. And that's going to be picked up down low. Miller. They go back to the half, they go back to the point, and shot blocked out front, picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert, fans on the pass attempt to Markowski, and bouncing puck comes back. Miller and Scott, and that's going to be a call as the the captain of the Beavers goes head first into the Canadiens net. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. It's Landry who went head first. And actually they're going to take it outside the Canadian zone. We see Kirkpatrick with McDougall, McShane, Chase Stella, and Hoyt. Went off the draw, goes to the Beavers. Hoyt under pressure, goes back the other way. Going to be picked up by Stella. Stella goes off the wall to McDougall. Referee kind of gets in the way there, but McDougall regains possession. Comes up, tries to play it to Kirkpatrick, intercepted by the Beavers. Neutral zone play here. They try to pop it forward. Kirkpatrick picks it back up and fires it into the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by the Beavers D. They go D to D. Try to get a stick on that. And play, that pass is just wide. which is lucky for the Canadiens. Hoyt tries to get it to McShane. Hoyt and McShane working along the boards. McShane tries to get it out, sneaks out in front of the net, and now in behind. It's going to be picked up by Hoyt. He fires it down low. McDougall is there, fires it to McShane. McShane chips it forward. It's going to be picked up by the Beaver D, though, into the neutral zone, and then fired deep. McFarlane comes out to play it, leave it for Stella. Stella goes to McDougall. McDougall going for the wide pass to Kirkpatrick. And can't take the pass, and we're just going to ice it. So face-off will come up in the Canadian zone. Shepherd, Paisley, McLean, Gargano, and Dara. Went off the draw. McLean getting it back to Paisley. Paisley plays it over to Shepherd. Shepherd looking for opportunities. Shepherd plays it up into the neutral zone, but it's intercepted by the Beavers. Now Paisley. Paisley down low. Plays it over to Shepherd. Shepherd once again trying to get it out to McLean. McLean fires it over to Dara. Dara looking for the lead pass up to Gargano, but that's intercepted. Goes down, back. Paisley picks it up. Paisley under pressure. Gets it to Gargano. Gargano along the boards. And now Shepherd in to assist. McLean. It's going to come back. Shepherd still motoring forward. Beavers come away with it. Big save by McFarland. Blow the whistle. It's going to be picked up, and they're going to fire it down the ice for an icing call. That was covered, I feel, for a bit of time there, but no whistle on the play. It did eventually come loose again. So Markowski, Markowski, Stella, Scott, Miller, and Gilbert. Comes to Stella. Plays it over. Good job there by Gilbert to push that deep into the zone. Beavers play it D to D. And good pressure there. It's going to be picked up by Miller. He's going to fire it towards the net. Blocked out front by the Beavers, but picked up by Markowski. Markowski trying to get it out front. He's going to play it down low. And the Beavers go for the pass. Scott now. And now Miller. Miller, beauty play. And that should be a penalty against the Beavers, but it's not. Markowski working along the boards. The Beavers come away with it. They go back to the point. Back again. And Markowski pokes that away. Gilbert pokes that away. Now Gilbert has Stella. Stella still has it. Stella fires. Oh, just couldn't get the shot off. Hoyt's going to keep that in. He fires it towards the net. Markowski down low. McDougall has come on. And now the Beavers, good job there by Markowski. They play it back. And that gets played off. Kirkpatrick's going to pick that up in the neutral zone. And now Kirkpatrick fires it, finds McShane, and he's going to push it deep into the zone. McDougall working down low. Beavers come away with it. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that, fires it to McDougall. McDougall, save! And Kirkpatrick tries to be there for the rebound, but the Beavers goalie keeps a hand on it. Good attempt there by the Canadiens as McDougall gets the feed from Kirkpatrick into the slot. Face off in the Beaver zone with McShane, McDougall, Kirkpatrick, Stella, and Hoyt. Off the draw. It's going to come back. Neutral zone, the cross ice pass. Hoyt picks that away, plays it up, picked off again though. That gets poked away. Stella down low. Stella to McDougall. McDougall to McShane. McShane to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it in, picked off though by the D. And that kept in by Stella. Comes back to Stella. Canadiens are gonna have to tag up. And now McDougall, and the call is offside. I thought they did tag up, but I guess the referees disagree. So coming out for the Canadiens is McLean, Dara, Gargano, Shepard, and Paisley. Comes back to Shepard. Shepard goes back to Paisley. Paisley back to Shepard. Gets past him. Shepard keeps it out. And now McLean comes in. It's going to be taken away by Paisley. Paisley now. He's taken down. That's going to be picked up by McLean. McLean making his way into the neutral zone. He's going to fire it deep into the Beavers zone. Picked up down low. It's going to be picked up by Dara. Dara to Gargano. Down along the boards. Dara still working. Plays it back to Shepard. Shepard fires it towards the net. That's wide. Goes down low. Dara trying to get there. The Beavers come back the other way. And they play it up. That's Shepard. And Shepard just can't play it. It's okay. It's going to be poked away. And they go out front. And the Beavers can't get the shot off. Good play by Shepard. Now Gargano. Gargano got to punch it out. Play right along the blue line here. And that's going to be down the other way for an icing call. So we'll head back down into the Canadian zone. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, Miller, and Scott. Stella wins the draw. It's going to be picked up by Miller. Goes to Gilbert. Gilbert with a quick pass. Comes out into the neutral zone, but gathered up by the Beavers. That's going to be taken away. Gilbert trying to get it to Stella. Once again, it's poked away by the Beavers. Comes back to Miller. Miller goes D to D to Scott. Scott plays it off the wall, trying to get it to Stella. And that's going to be an icing call. Heading back down into the Canadian zone. Coming out for the Canadiens is McDougall, Kirkpatrick, and McShane. McShane with a win, gets it to Scott. Scott plays it down low to Miller. Miller goes to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes to McShane. McShane plays it off McDougall's foot. And the Beavers go for the clear. Scott picks it up in the neutral zone. Scott muscling his way through. Still plays it down low. Bouncing puck. Picked up by the Beavers. Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on it. He does. Keeps it in. Ref's in the way. It's going to come back to Miller. He's going to fire it. They're going to push that over to the side. McDougall and Hoyt trying to get there. Both in along. The Beavers play it down low. Pressure from McShane in behind the net. They play it around. McDougall is there. McDougall trying to push it back down low. He does. Now it comes back to the other side. And Kirkpatrick, that's going to be kept in. Hoyt, shot from the point. Picked up by McDougall. McDougall quickly back to Stella. Stella through a couple of players, comes back the other way. Kirkpatrick has switched off. Dara now out. That's going to be kept in by McShane. Just makes its way in. And now Stella, Chase Stella. And that's a glove save by the goalie. Gargano, McLean, Dara, Stella, and Hoyt. 6:21 to play in the second period, all knotted up, one apiece. Off the draw, McLean, Gargano, Stella out front. McLean gets it back. McLean plays it back to Stella. Stella plays it back to McLean, tries to get it back to Stella. It's intercepted by the Beavers, and they're going to make their way into the neutral zone. McLean trying to get a stick on it. He does. Nice save by McFarland there. Puts it to the side, picked up by McLean. McLean plays it up, back. McLean has it. Going. He's going to chip it forward, but it's going to be icing. Just needed to take a couple more steps there before flipping it deep. So face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, Shepard, and Paisley making their way out. Markowski, draw, went off the draw, gets it to Paisley, Paisley to Shepard, Shepard to Stella. Stella looking for the pass to Markowski, bouncing puck, goes back to the Beavers. They're gonna go back or play to their D to D, pressure from Stella, play up into the neutral zone to the Beavers, and good play by Paisley. Keeps his man to the outside, that's intercepted, and played forward to Stella. Stella now. Stella has Gilbert with him, fires it over to Markowski, save, and the rebound's gathered up by the Beavers. They're going for the lead pass here, and good play. They're just going to play it down deep. That's Shepard. Shepard plays it back, finds Paisley. Paisley goes to the half wall, quick pass, trying to get it to Markowski. Paisley gets it back, bouncing puck again, looking for it to come out into the slot. And that's going to be a goal as the man was left alone out front. Beavers go ahead 2-1 with 4:45 to play in the second. McShane, Kirkpatrick, McDougall, Hoyt, and Chase Stella. And Beavers win that one off the draw. Stella playing his man. He doubles back. Play down low. Good pressure there by Hoyt. Now Kirkpatrick pokes it away. They get it back though. It's picked off by Hoyt out front. Hoyt plays it off the boards. Kirkpatrick tries to get it out. Kept in to the point. Saved by McFarland. It goes out to the side. Stella trying to get there. Stella, McDougall. McDougall now. It's poked away by Stella. Stella plays it forward. McShane. McShane flips it into the Beavers zone. McDougall trying to get there. They play it around. Dara coming on, as is Miller. Miller pokes that away. Good job by Isaac Miller. As he takes that away, plays it over to Scott, back to Miller. Miller goes to Dara. Dara to McShane. McShane trying to get it to McDougall. McDougall bouncing puck, still has it. Still has it. Still has it. Picked up by Dara. And the Beavers play it back. McLean. Beavers pick that up. Gargano now on the chase back. Miller and Scott. That's offside. Oh boy. Another missed offside call by the Moncton refs. That's Scott. Scott making his way through the neutral zone. Scott still has it. He's going to fire. Glove save. Face off in the Beaver zone. Stella, Markowski, Gilbert, Paisley, and Shepard. Stella comes back to Markowski. Markowski doubles back. Still has it. Plays it back to Stella. They get a stick on it. He tries to cross it over. It's be picked up by Gilbert. Played back down low. And Stella picks that up. Now Gilbert again. Battling along the boards here. Markowski in to assist. Beavers come away with it. They go for the cross pass. Paisley is there. Paisley takes that away. And now Paisley doubles back, plays it to Gilbert. Gilbert going all the way over to Stella. Stella still has it. Looks out front, goes through the crease, no one home. Kirkpatrick trying to keep it in, he does. Picked up by Markowski. Markowski has it down low. Markowski, was looking to get it to Paisley. And now the Beavers are going for a change. Kirkpatrick is there. Kirkpatrick to McDougall. McDougall plays it back to Kirkpatrick. Beavers pick it up. McDougall and Kirkpatrick working down low. McShane comes on. They go pass into the middle. Chase Stella. That gets played out. Picked back up by McDougall. McDougall goes to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to get there. Kirkpatrick has it poked away. Plays it back down low, but picked up by the Beavers. McDougall trying to get a stick on it. Beavers coming through. And McShane keeps it in. McDougall. Beavers get it back again. Coming up on the last minute of play here in the second period. Kirkpatrick, he's taken down. And Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that again. And he's trying to get there. Good job. That comes to McDougall. Fires. And a save in the slot. Nice try by Easton McDougall. Hard shift by Kirkpatrick. Good opportunities there for the Canadiens. 48 seconds to go in the second period. It's McShane, Markowski, Stella, Hoyt, and Stella out for the Canadiens. And off the draw, they split the D. Right opportunity, or right thought, but it's going to be Chase Stella picks it up, trying to get it to McShane. McShane plays it to Markowski. Markowski to Keegan Stella. Keegan plays it down low, comes back, trying to get it out front. Met by a couple of Beavers, picked up, comes to Chase Stella, keeps it in, gets it back to McShane. Bouncing puck, comes back to the Beavers. 15 seconds to go here. That pass is offline. Good stick by Chase Stella. Trying to get it to McShane. 6 seconds to go here. McShane fires it up to Stella. Stella, and can't get the shot off. At the end of the second period, Canadiens find themselves down by 1. We'll see everybody after the flood. All right, all set here for the third period. Canadiens down a goal to the Moncton Beavers. Starting us out for the third period on D is going to be Chase, Stella, and Hoyt. Up top, we're going to see Kirkpatrick, McShane, and McDougall. 15 minutes on the clock, off the draw. It's going to be a win. Come back to Chase Stella. He's going to try and chip it out, but it's kept in by Beavers, picked up by McDougall. McDougall now trying to play it forward to Kirkpatrick. We always find this after the flood. The ice is a little tricky, a little wet still. That's Hoyt that's going to push it around to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick going to play it out and can't. Gets caught up on the boards. Hoyt now trying to get a stick on it. And Kirkpatrick, McShane. McShane comes away with it. No, Hoyt. And now the Beavers take it back. Comes back to the Beavers once again. But they get it stuck. The ice is very wet right now, so that helped the Canadiens out. And they do get it into the neutral zone. The Beavers go for the cross ice pass. And then shot into the zone, picked up by Hoyt, picked back up by Chase Stella. And again, we're in this wet ice. So we're trying to move the puck, and there's just nothing happening. Hoyt's going to take that away again, trying to get it over to McDougall. He does. McDougall trying to get it to Markowski. He does. Markowski gets that poked ahead. And now Stella picks that, or Gilbert, and Gilbert's going to put that down into the Beavers zone. Hopefully the ice, and yeah, still having ice issues here. Down low, Stella picks that up. Stella plays it back to Markowski. Markowski still has it. Markowski plays it back to Scott. Scott fires it towards the net. Bouncing puck picked up by Gilbert, and backhand is saved. Face-off coming up in the Beavers zone. Gilbert, Markowski, Stella, Miller, and Scott. Win for the Beavers off the draw. Markowski down low, comes back to Stella. Stella back to Markowski, and that comes back the other way. Scott is up. He keeps it in. Plays it back to Stella. Stella plays it to Markowski. Goes off a skate. Picked up. Again, Gilbert's there. Gilbert goes off a skate. Comes back. Miller plays it down low. Picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert goes down to Markowski. Markowski trying to play it out in front. Gilbert's there. Turns. Can't get the shot off. And it's poked away. And Miller and Gilbert into the neutral zone come the Beavers. Stella now trying to get it. That pass goes wide. Scott gets a stick on it. Now Stella's there. Stella still has it. Just comes back to the Beavers. And Miller's going to take that. That comes out into the neutral zone. And Markowski now. Markowski, he has Dara with him. Dara fires it over, looking to get it to Stella. Dara out front. Oh! Lucky break for the Beavers, as puck was still loose. And good opportunity there. Face-off coming up in the Beavers zone with McLean, Dara, Gargano, Paisley, and Shepard. Scramble off the draw. It's going to come back to Paisley. Paisley fires it towards the net. Goes just wide. Down along the boards. Picked up by the Beavers. Played back. They're going to go D to D in behind the net. Gargano gets a stick on it, but they regain. Play comes into the neutral zone, and now Shepard on the chase. Shepard down in behind the net. Trying to flip it up to Dara. Dara trying to get it out. Dara and Shepard playing along the boards, trying to get it out. And it's going to be McLean who comes away with it. Goes for the cross-ice pass to Gargano. Gargano plays it up to McLean. Bouncing puck picked up by Gargano, Dara, McLean, and now the Beavers. And good job there. Gargano gets a stick on it. Comes back again. And now Stella trying to get a stick. It's going to be picked up by Chase Stella. Chase plays it around. Finds Gargano on the half wall. He's going to go to McLean, but goes straight back to the Beavers D. Kirkpatrick off the bench now picks it up. Kirkpatrick now in behind. Kirkpatrick still has it. He's hooked up. Tries to play it up to McLean. It's going to be played up to Chase Stella. Gets it back. And the referee is in everybody's way. McLean plays it back to Stella to Gargano. Gargano gets it out, trying to get it to Kirkpatrick. It goes off a skate. Kirkpatrick and guys, Jesus. Jeepers, I mean. It's going to come back to Paisley. He's going to fire it down the ice. That'll be an icing call. That whole sequence was ugly. There was nothing good about that. All right, face-off coming up in the Canadian zone with Kirkpatrick, McShane, McDougall, Hoyt, and Stella on D. Off the draw, it was a win to the Beavers. That shot's well wide of the net. Going to be picked up by Chase Stella down low, but the bounce back comes back to the Beavers. Save by McFarland. Beavers pick it up down low once again and driving into the slot. Can't get the shot off. Nice play by McShane. Beavers go back though. McDougall trying to get a stick on it. They go back to the point. That gets intercepted in the slot. Hoyt tries to play it forward to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to McShane. Making their way into the neutral zone. McShane, now Kirkpatrick picks it up, but it's poked away. McDougall in the neutral zone comes back. Doubles back the other way. Kirkpatrick is ahead. And he's going to play it to McShane. McShane now goes in. McShane and Kirkpatrick fires towards the net. McDougall tries to pick it up. Beavers have it down low. Kirkpatrick tries to get a stick on it. It's going to come around to the half wall, picked up by the Beavers. And they go for the cross-ice pass. Hoyt now ties his man up along the boards. And McShane into assist. And it's going to be McShane who comes away with it, gets it to Chase Stella. Stella goes to McDougall. McDougall going to Kirkpatrick, and he overskates it, but he picks it back up. He's taken down. Stella now. Stella's taken down. And now Markowski off the bench. And good defensive play there by Isaac Miller. And what's the call? Oh boy. Not sure I agree with that one. Beavers are going to go to the power play as Gilbert goes to the box. Could have been about 3 other penalties called there, but Gilbert is the one that is sent to the box. So out for the penalty kill will be Markowski, Miller, Scott, and Stella. Win off the draw. Beavers play it back to their D. Down low. Miller coming out to play. Now Markowski. They go back to the point again. They go back in. Shot. Nice block shot there. Go back down low. They're going to go back to the point. Markowski. They go D to D. That goes too far. Markowski now pressures them back into the neutral zone. And now back into their zone. They play it back up. Markowski tries to get a stick on that. And Stella. They play it into the neutral zone. Played up. And Miller pokes that away. And picked up by Scott. Played up. Stella almost had a stick on that. And into the slot. That's well high of the net. Goes off the glass. And that's going to get fired down the ice. Dara, Paisley, McLean, and Shepherd. Coming back the other way are the Beavers. That gets intercepted. Paisley trying to get a stick on it. He does, but it's kept in by the Beavers. Paisley now. Dara, that gets played over. Now McLean trying to get there. The Beavers keep it in the slot. That's Paisley. And now Shepherd, he's taken down. Into the slot. Big save by McFarland. Beautiful save by McFarland. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Hoyt, Stella, McShane, McDougall. 27 seconds left in the penalty kill. Off the draw, they try the quick shot. They still have it in the slot. Big save once again, and that's going to get fired down the ice. McDougall down low, pressuring. McDougall trying to get a stick on it. They come back. Now McShane. McShane gets a stick on that. Plays it back, trying to find McDougall, but the Beavers regain possession. Play comes back. McShane plays it back once again. We're almost even here, and we are even. Out of the box, Gilbert gets a stick on it, plays it back, and that goes through. And now, Gilbert was going, but they called him to the bench. Now McShane trying to get there. He does, plays it back. Gargano down low. Gargano. That's going to be picked up by Hoyt. He goes D to D to Stella. Stella's going to fire it down low. McShane and Gargano. Oh, shoot. Beavers, good job there by McDougall. He keeps it in. He fires it back down low. McShane now. McShane picks it up. Beavers still have it. McDougall in. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. The Beavers pick it up. They go to the half wall once again. And they're going for the cross ice pass. And now Hoyt down into the corner. Beavers try to go back. Chase Stella picks it up. And now McShane. McShane now plays it over to McDougall. McDougall, as the Canadiens go for a partial change, he's going to play it back. Chase Stella now. Stella plays it down low. Markowski out. Markowski. And Markowski gets it to Stella. And it just goes through his feet. And comes back to the Beavers. Good job by Miller to keep him out. That's not a... Oh, my God. Referees quick to call penalties against the Canadiens today. It's going to be Miller going to the box. Coming out for the penalty kill is Markowski, Paisley, Scott, and Stella. Win off the draw to Paisley. Paisley plays it down low, getting to Scott. Tries to get it out. It goes off the boards. Stella playing his man. Now Markowski. They go back to the point. Stella. They go back down low. Scott now. Down low again. They're going into the slot. Bouncing puck. Save. And it's a goal. .439 to play here in the third. Kirkpatrick, Markowski, Stella, Scott, and Miller. Off the draw, it's a win to the Beavers. Kirkpatrick, and that's going to be Scott who picks it up, gives it to Stella. Stella. It's taken away by the Beavers. Coming back the other way. And call is offside. Delayed call. McLean, Gilbert, Dara coming out. And scramble off the draw, comes back to the Beavers D. They go D to D. Goes down low. It's going to be picked up low by Miller. Tries to get it to Dara. Dara, McLean, Miller all piled up down low. Miller comes away with it, goes to Scott. Scott chips it forward, looking to get it to Gilbert. Gilbert gets it to Miller. Miller plays it over to Dara. Dara plays it forward. icing. We'll head back down into the Canadian zone. Stella, McShane, Markowski, Paisley, and Shepard. Off the draw. Control to the Beavers. They have it down low. It's going to be picked off by Stella. Tries to play it forward and gets it back. Goes over to Markowski. Markowski plays it back. Stolen away. Shepard, though, plays it. Good job by Shepard, and now Paisley. Stella plays it around, looking for Markowski. And that comes up to McShane. McShane now has Stella with him. And save. Rebound. Gonna come around. Just doesn't make it for icing. Paisley now plays it up, intercepted by the Beavers. Good job by Shepard. Goes around the other way. McShane trying to get a stick on it. Comes back. Paisley now. Paisley over. Shot. Yes! Keegan Stella with the goal. Brings the Canadiens within one with 2.5 to play here in the third. Kirkpatrick, Gargano, McDougall, Stella, Hoyt. Kirkpatrick wins it to McDougall, plays it back to Stella. Stella, oh shoot, plays it to McDougall. McDougall into the neutral zone. Beavers have it. That's poked away, and now Gargano. Gargano plays it to Kirkpatrick. The Beavers get a stick on it, though. Beavers get it back. That's played out by Stella. Stella. Now Kirkpatrick into the slot. Save. And into the slot again. That goes wide and high. McDougall trying to get a stick on it. Down low, Kirkpatrick, and that's played out. McDougall trying to get a stick on it again. Gonna come to Kirkpatrick. Bouncing puck comes. Good play. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick plays it up to McDougall. Gets past him. McDougall still has an opportunity, though. Trying to get there. McDougall to Gargano. The Beavers have it. That should be icing. That should be icing. And it is. Face-off coming up in the Beavers zone with 1.5 to play. And Canadiens are going to take a breath here and time out. All right, here we go. 1.5 to go. Canadiens down by 1. Face off in the Beavers zone. You have to think, and we are. We have pulled the goalie. Extra man on the ice. We will see Stella, Markowski. Stella, Hoyt is going to come back. Markowski going to go to Stella. Stella fires. Out front, McShane picks it up. Play comes back to Markowski. Markowski back to Stella. Stella fires and saved by the goalie. Good opportunities here. Another face-off coming up in the Beavers zone. And they're going to throw blue out of the face-off circle. So the Beavers player will be replaced. And off the draw, it is a win to the Canadiens. Stella plays it down low. That's Stella, Keegan Stella, looking for options, plays it back, comes back to Chase Stella. Chase Stella fires out front. It goes wide. It's going to be picked up by Keegan Stella. Hoyt out front. A last minute of play here as the Canadiens try to get another. And that's going to get played there. Oh my gosh, that's wide. Sorry, guys. That was so close. McShane. He fires it over. They get a stick on it. Markowski picks it back up, plays it down to Stella. Stella has it, plays it out front. Beavers play it out. And Beavers play it up off the half wall. Markowski keeps it in. Stella plays it down. Turn, can't get the shot off as Hoyt. 22 seconds ago, I realized I forgot to press play on the thing. And that's going to be icing. Icing is the call, so with 15 seconds to play, we're going to have another face-off in the Beavers zone. All right, McShane, Stella, McDougall, Markowski, and Hoyt. Off the draw, it's going to come back to McDougall. He gets it to Chase Stella. It goes off a block shot, comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt into the slot, and Stella, it's a block shot. And this one's going to be going to the Beavers. So it's a 3-2 win for the Beavers, but a valiant effort for the Canadiens. Canadiens back in action. We're heading to the Buster Harvey. First game is on Thursday. So Thursday, couple on Friday, and then we wait and see what happens after that. So we